The wound. Hello, dear sisters. Today we're going to talk about the wound. Many of us don't like to talk about our wounds because they're painful. On the other hand, you may know people that seem to never stop talking about their wounds to anyone and everyone. Sometimes we don't like to talk about our wounds because we don't have a safe place to express ourselves, either emotionally or feel physically safe. In some cases, our wounds are buried so deep in our souls, we're not even aware they exist. We stop crying because tears are not or were not allowed in our family, culture, nationality, or ethnicity. You may have been told big girls don't cry. Some have been told if you don't stop crying, I'll give you something to cry about. I grew up in a culture of suck it up, stuff it, and go on. I'm sure there are other words you have heard that is a call to dry up your tears. The problem with drying up our tears is that we leave them buried in our very souls. Those wounds shape how we see ourselves and how we respond to others. They also affect how we treat others and ourselves. Many times our wounds are so deep we don't even know we have them. We sometimes become people pleasers to avoid more pain. Sometimes we share so much of ourselves with unsafe people that we end up opening ourselves to physical, emotional, or spiritual harm. We sometimes try to compensate for our wounds through perfectionism. Our pain can also turn outwards in the form of excessive anger, physical violence, and aggression. There are other unhealthy ways we attempt to cope with our pain as well. Think of our physical wounds. A scratch left unattended can lead to an infection. If that infection is left unattended, it can potentially lead to the body encapsulating it but not healing it. If it is encapsulated, it doesn't mean it's gone though. Also, if the illness is ignored, undetected, or misdiagnosed, it could kill you physically. I am a 5-time cancer survivor. Each cancer had the potential to kill me if it had not been detected and cut out. I admit I went through all kinds of unhealthy thinking patterns and emotions to avoid dealing with the cancer. With the lump I found in my breast, I did the mammogram, but was pronounced fine and told to follow up with the family doctor. Eventually, I did. The nurse told me I had too much to talk about in one visit, so I needed to choose. So I did and talked about my gut issues. I made a follow-up appointment a few months later to have my women's annual exam. No breast exam was done until I asked about it. Then, pat, you're fine. I went on my merry way thinking I was fine. Little did I know I wasn't. About 4 to 5 months later, I got one pain. One blessed pain. That one pain, recognized and addressed, saved my life when I was 47. The next breast cancer was caught at a yearly exam. I could tell a very similar story of my melanoma cancer. Is there any emotional or spiritual pain that you're dealing with by rationalizing, ignoring, minimalizing, avoiding, or having negative self-talk? These are just a few of the coping skills we use to avoid addressing our pain. Is there a pain in your life that the Lord's trying to bring to your attention so He can heal it? Let me encourage you, dear sister, to ask the Lord to allow your pain to surface so you can acknowledge it and most definitely grieve it. Let those cleansing tears roll. Our good Heavenly Father never intended us to carry our pain. He longs to hold us in His arms of love and tell us, I see you, I know you, and I love you. My healing started when I heard a lecture about the Father heart of God. God longs to bring healing to your soul now. Invite Him into your pain. I have never regretted doing so. He continues to show me new areas of pain I need to acknowledge, grieve, and turn to Him to heal. Each time I do this, I gain more joy, more peace, and more happiness. It has always been worth the heartache of allowing the pain to surface. Always. He longs to bring healing and rest to our souls. But He's waiting for us to ask Him in.